The dining room glowed with candlelight. The table set with crystal glasses and white roses, their sweet scent filling the air. I adjusted my red dress, my heart fluttering, as I watched James, my husband, pour wine. His smile warm, his dark eyes catching mine. It was our 5th anniversary, a night to celebrate our love, our life together. At 30, I felt like the luckiest woman in Seattle. Married to a charming architect, living in a cozy house, dreaming of kids someday. Tonight, everything was perfect. "Emily, you outdid yourself," James said, gesturing to the spread. Roast chicken, garlic potatoes, my homemade cheesecake. "This is better than any restaurant." I laughed, my cheeks warm, sitting beside him. "Only the best for you," I said, clinking my glass against his. "To 5 years and 50 more." "To us," he said, his voice soft, leaning to kiss me, his lips gentle, familiar. My heart swelled, memories flooding back. Our wedding on the beach, dancing under stars, his vows to love me forever. We'd built a life, through long hours and small fights, always coming back to each other. The doorbell rang and I frowned, glancing at James. "Who's that?" I said, standing. "Claire's not coming till tomorrow." He shrugged, his smile easy. "Probably a neighbor. I'll check." He walked to the door, and I sipped my wine, humming our wedding song, feeling like I was floating. James returned, his face relaxed, carrying a small package. "Just a delivery," he said, setting it aside. "Some work stuff." "Forget it. Tonight's about you." I smiled, but a tiny knot formed in my stomach. "Work stuff? At 8 p.m.? I pushed it away, focusing on his laugh as he told a story about his latest project, a downtown skyscraper. He was brilliant, my James, designing buildings that shaped the city, always making time for me. I thought of our plans. A summer trip to Italy, maybe starting a family. Life was bliss. Our vows a promise nothing could break. We ate, the food warm, the candles flickering. His hand brushing mine. "You're glowing," he said, his voice low. "I don't deserve you, Em." I blushed, squeezing his hand. "You're stuck with me," I teased, my heart full. I thought of our first date, his nervous laugh, the way he'd held my umbrella in the rain. 5 years, and he still made my heart race. After dinner, we danced in the living room, slow music playing, his arms around me. "Happy anniversary," he whispered, kissing my forehead. I leaned into him, safe, loved, imagining our future. Kids running through this house, growing old together. The phone buzzed, his phone, on the counter. He glanced at it, his smile tightening, then ignored it. "Work," he said, pulling me closer. "They never stop." I nodded, but the knot in my stomach grew. It was late for work. I thought of his recent late nights, his quick texts, always meetings. Just stress, I told myself. He loved me. I saw it in his eyes, felt it in his touch. But as we danced, the phone buzzed again, and he stepped away, his voice low. "I'll be right back," he said, grabbing it, heading to the hall. I stood alone, the music soft, the candles flickering. My eyes fell on the package, still unopened. Why a delivery now? I shook my head, sipping my wine, pushing the doubt away. James was mine, our life perfect, our vows unbreakable. But the buzz of his phone, his quick step out, lingered like a shadow, small, but there, whispering something wasn't right. Claire texted me, her message bright. "How's the anniversary? Bet James is spoiling you." I smiled, typing back, "It's perfect. He's the best." I set the phone down, watching the hall, waiting for him. He returned his smile back, but his eyes flicked away, just for a second. "Everything okay?" I asked, my voice light. Yeah, he said, pulling me close. Just work. Let's dance. I lean into him, the knot easing, but not gone. Our vows, our bliss, were real, I told myself. Nothing could change that. But as the night ended, the shadow stayed. A whisper I couldn't silence, a crack in the life I thought was mine. The restaurant was buzzing, its rooftop deck strung with fairy lights, the Seattle skyline glittering below. I adjusted the table settings, my heart racing with excitement, double-checking the menu for our anniversary party tomorrow. James and I had planned a big celebration. 5 years of marriage, with friends, family, and a renewal of our vows. I wore a blue dress, my hair swept up, feeling like a bride again. But as I moved through the venue, a shadow crept in. Small doubts from last night's dinner. James's buzzing phone, his quick exit, the unopened package, growing louder, casting a chill over my joy. Claire arrived, her arms full of decorations, her smile bright. "Emily, this place is stunning," she said, setting down balloons. "You and James are going to steal the show tomorrow. Where is he, anyway?" "Running late," I said, forcing a smile, arranging roses on the tables. "Some work thing. You know how it is." She nodded, but her eyes lingered, catching the tightness in my voice. "Everything okay, Em? You seem off." I hesitated, my hands pausing on a napkin. "It's nothing," I said, my voice soft. "Just last night, his phone kept buzzing. Work stuff, he said, and there was this weird delivery, late. I don't know, Claire, it's probably silly." She frowned, tying a ribbon, her voice gentle. "Not silly. You've got a gut feeling. Don't ignore it. James is great, but you sure he's not hiding something?" I shook my head, my heart twisting. "He wouldn't. We're solid, Claire. 5 years, vows, love. It's just work stress, right?" "Right," she said. But her tone was careful, her eyes searching. I pushed the doubt away, focusing on the party. The restaurant was perfect. White tablecloths, a dance floor, a view that sparkled. Tomorrow we'd renew our vows, James's hand in mine, our friends cheering. I imagined his smile, his voice promising forever, like he did on our wedding day. A waiter approached, holding a phone. "Mrs. Carter? Call for you from a... Vanessa?" Wow, stomach dropped, the name unfamiliar, sharp. "She says it's urgent, about your husband." I took the phone, my hands trembling. Claire's eyes wide beside me. "Hello?" I said, my voice shaky. "Emily Carter?" a woman's voice said, smooth, confident with an edge. "This is Vanessa. I work with James. We need to talk, about him, before tomorrow. Meet me tonight, alone, at the Pier Cafe, 9 p.m. My breath caught, the room spinning. "Who are you? Why can't you talk now? Is James okay?" "He's fine," she said, her voice cool. "But you'll want to hear this. 9. Don't be late." The line went dead, my heart pounding, the shadow growing darker. Claire grabbed my arm, her voice low. "Em, what's going on? Who's Vanessa?" "I don't know," I said, my voice breaking, handing her the phone. "She says she works with James, has something to tell me. Claire, what if it's bad?" She hugged me, her voice fierce. "Don't jump to conclusions. Could be nothing, a work mix-up. But you're going, right? To meet her." I nodded, my throat tight, tears threatening. "Yeah, I have to know. But what if it's something awful?" "Our anniversary's tomorrow, Claire. This was supposed to be perfect." "It will be," she said, her voice steady. "Whatever this is, you're strong, Em. You'll handle it. I'll come with you tonight, stay close, just in case." I smiled, weak but grateful. Her support, a lifeline. We finished setting up, But my mind was elsewhere. Vanessa's voice echoing. Who was she? A co-worker? A client? Why the secrecy? I thought of James's phone, his quick work excuses, the package he'd brushed off. The doubts from last night, small then, were now a storm, threatening the bliss I'd held so tight. James texted, his message short. Running late, love. Be there soon. I stared at it, my heart heavy, wanting to believe him. I typed back, okay, can't wait. But my fingers shook, the shadow at the feast growing. I imagined tomorrow, our vows, his hand in mine. But now a woman's voice cut through. Vanessa, urgent, knowing something I didn't. At the pier cafe, the air was cool, the water lapping nearby. I sat at a corner table, Claire at a booth across the room, watching. Vanessa walked in, tall, striking, her blonde hair sleek, her eyes sharp. Emily, she said, sitting, her voice smooth. I'm Vanessa Blake, James's colleague. I'm sorry to do this, but you need to know, he's not who you think. My heart stopped, her words a blade. What are you talking about? I said, my voice trembling. Just say it. She leaned forward, her eyes cold, a hint of a smile. James and I, we're together, have been for a year. He's leaving you, Emily, after tomorrow. I thought you should know, before you renew those vows. The world tilted, her words shattering my heart. The shadow now a storm, swallowing the feast, the bliss, everything I'd believed in. The rooftop deck sparkled under the night sky, fairy lights twinkling. The Seattle skyline a dazzling backdrop to our anniversary party. I stood by the vow renewal altar, my white dress flowing, my heart in pieces from Vanessa's words last night. She was James's mistress, together for a year, claiming he'd leave me. I hadn't told him I knew, hadn't slept, my eyes red behind makeup, but I'd vowed to face this night to see if he'd lie to my face. The crowd, friends, family, Claire nearby, cheered as James took my hand, his smile perfect, his suit sharp. But then, the mistress's bold intrusion shattered everything, turning my world to ash. Claire squeezed my arm, her voice low, her eyes worried. You sure about this? You don't have to do the vows, not after what Vanessa said. I nodded, my throat tight, my voice a whisper. I need to see him, Claire. If he lies, I'll know. I can't hide from this. She nodded, her face fierce. Staying close as the music softened. The officiant, stepping forward. James faced me, his eyes warm, his voice steady. Emily, 5 years ago, I promised to love you forever, he said, the crowd sighing. You're my everything, and I renew that vow, always. His words cut, each one a lie after Vanessa's claim. I forced a smile, my hands trembling in his, my voice shaking as I spoke. James, you're my heart, my home. I vow to love you, through everything. The words tasted bitter, but I said them, watching his eyes, searching for guilt. He smiled. No flicker, no shame. And it broke me more. The crowd clapped, glasses clinking. But then a voice cut through, sharp, loud from the back. How sweet! Vanessa stood at the entrance, her red dress bold, her blonde hair catching the lights, her smile cruel. The crowd hushed, heads turning, my heart stopping. James, you didn't tell her about us. On your anniversary. Gasps rippled, Claire's hand on my arm, her voice a hiss. That's her. Stay calm. I froze, my eyes on Vanessa. Then James, his face paling, his hand dropping mine. Vanessa, he said, his voice low, panicked. What are you doing here? She stepped forward, her heels clicking, her voice mocking. I'm done hiding, James. Emily deserves to know her husband's been with me, planning a new life. Tell her or I will. The crowd murmured. My mum's face shocked, friends whispering. I faced James, my voice trembling but firm. Is it true? I said, tears spilling. You're with her? For a year? He ran a hand through his hair, his voice desperate. It's not what you think. She's exaggerating, I swear. I love you. Liar! Vanessa snapped, her eyes blazing, tossing a stack of photos onto a table. James with her, at dinners, hotels, smiling. You said you'd leave her, James. You promised me. The photos landed, the crowd gasping, my world crumbling. I grabbed one, my hands shaking. James, his arm around her, laughing, dated months ago. You did this, I whispered. My voice breaking, facing him. Well, I planned this. Loved you? You were with her? Emily, please, he said, reaching for me, his eyes pleading. It was a mistake. I didn't mean... Don't touch me, I shouted. Stepping back, tears streaming. You lied, James. You let her crash our anniversary, humiliate me in front of everyone. Claire pulled me close, her voice fierce. Get out, James. And you? She glared at Vanessa. You're pathetic, flaunting this. Leave. Vanessa smirked, her voice cool. I'm not going anywhere. I'm Vanessa Blake, and I'm done being his secret. Emily, you're the past. I'm his future. Her words were a knife, her boldness a slap. The crowd stared, some filming, the shame burning me. I faced her, my voice shaking but rising. You think you've won? You're nothing, Vanessa. You crashed my life. But I'm not done. James grabbed her arm, his voice low. Vanessa, enough. Go. She shook him off, storming out, the crowd parting. He turned to me, his voice broken. I'm sorry. Let's talk, please. No, I said, my voice cold. Turning away, Claire leading me to a side room, the party collapsing behind us. The photos, Vanessa's smirk, James's lies. They were a fire in my chest, burning away the bliss I'd clung to. She'd intruded bold and cruel, but I wasn't the weak wife she thought. I'd make her pay, end her dreams, whatever they were. The night was ruined, but my fight was just beginning. The guest room was dark, the curtains drawn, the muffled hum of the party cleanup downstairs barely reaching me. I sat on the bed, my white dress crumpled, my face streaked with tears, the sting of Vanessa's intrusion at our anniversary party still raw. Hours ago, she'd crashed the event, her red dress blazing, tossing photos of her and James, my husband, revealing their year-long affair to our friends and family. His lies, her smirk, the crowd's gasps, they'd shattered my world. And now, behind closed doors, I was breaking, my heart a mess of pain and betrayal. Claire sat beside me, her hand on mine, her voice soft but steady. Emily, I'm here, she said, passing me a tissue. You don't have to go through this alone. What do you need? I wiped my eyes, my voice shaking. Barely a whisper. I don't know, Claire. He was with her. For a year. Smiling. While I planned our vows. Our future. How could I not see it? She hugged me, her voice fierce. You didn't see because he's a liar. Not because you're lacking. Vanessa's bold, but she's nothing. And James? He's worse. Letting her do this. I nodded, tears falling, my chest tight. She stood there, Claire, saying she's his future. Like I'm nothing. And those photos, I saw them again. James laughing with her. His arm around her at places I'd never been. He looked happy. Like he didn't care about me. About us. Claire's eyes narrowed, her voice sharp. He's a coward, Em. And she's desperate, crashing your party to prove something. But you're stronger than both of them. You're not nothing. You're everything. Her words were a lifeline, but the pain was heavy, drowning me. I thought of our wedding, James's vows, his promise to love me forever. 5 years, building a home, dreaming of kids, all while he was with Vanessa, planning to leave. I thought of the party, my mum's shocked face, friends whispering, filming. The shame burned, Vanessa's smirk a blade in my heart. What do I do? I said, my voice breaking, tears streaming. I love him, Claire, even now, but I hate him too. And her, she humiliated me in front of everyone. I can't just let this go. You don't have to, Claire said, her voice steady, grabbing my hands. You're hurt, and that's okay. But you're not done, Em. You can fight back, make them regret this. Vanessa thinks she's won. Show her she's wrong. I looked at her, my sadness shifting, a spark of anger flickering. Fight back, I said, my voice soft but growing. How? She's got James, her confidence, everything. Claire's smile was fierce, her voice low. She's got nothing real. You're smart, Em. You run your PR job like a boss. Use that. Find out who she is, what she wants. Hit her where it hurts. Her ego, her dreams. And James? He'll face his mess too. I nodded, my tears slowing, the spark growing. Vanessa was bold, but she'd made a mistake, showing her face, thinking I'd crumble. I thought of my job, managing campaigns, spinning stories. What if I used that? Found her weaknesses, turned her victory to dust? I didn't know how yet, but the idea steadied me, gave me something to hold. Tomorrow, I said, my voice steadier, wiping my face. I'll start tomorrow. I need to know more about her, about him. I'm not letting her walk away with my life. Claire hugged me, her voice proud. That's my girl. Cry tonight, Em, but tomorrow you rise. She crashed your anniversary, but you'll crash her world. I nodded, my heart still broken, but the tears were quieter now. I thought of James downstairs, probably begging friends for forgiveness. His lies exposed. I thought of Vanessa, her red dress, her cruel smile. She'd humiliated me, but I wasn't the weak wife she thought. Behind these closed doors, I was hurting, but I was also planning. The pain was raw, but it was fuel, and I'd use it to end her dreams, whatever they were. I lay back, Claire beside me, the darkness heavy but not total. Tomorrow I'd start, and they'd both learn what I was made of. The coffee shop was warm, the smell of espresso grounding me as I sat at a corner table, my laptop open, my eyes still puffy from last night's tears. It was the morning after Vanessa, James's mistress, crashed our anniversary party. Her bold intrusion, photos of their affair, her claim of being his future, leaving me humiliated in front of everyone. I'd cried behind closed doors, but now, with Claire across from me, her face fierce, I was done breaking. A vow of vengeance burned in me, a promise to end Vanessa's dreams, to make her pay for shattering my life. Claire sipped her coffee, her voice low, urgent. Emily, you're sure about this? Going after Vanessa, it's big, but I'm with you, whatever you need. I nodded, my voice steady, my hands typing fast. I'm sure, Claire. She stood there smirking, thinking she'd won, humiliating me on my anniversary. I'm not letting her walk away. I'll find what she loves, her career, her fame, whatever, and I'll take it. Claire's eyes lit up, her voice proud. That's my Em. So, what's the plan? You're the PR queen. Use it. What do we know about her? I opened a browser, pulling up Vanessa's social media. My heart pounding, but my focus sharp. Her profile was polished. Vanessa Blake, aspiring influencer, posting about fashion, travel, and her empire as a lifestyle brand. She's building a name, I said, scrolling through selfies, event photos, her followers in the thousands. She's got sponsors, wants to be famous. That's her dream, Claire. I'll ruin it. Claire leaned forward, her voice sharp. How? She's got traction, looks confident. But nobody's perfect. There's gotta be dirt, lies, scandal, something. I nodded, my mind racing, the vow of vengeance taking shape. I'll dig, I said, my voice firm. Her posts, her sponsors, her past. I know PR, Claire. I can spin a story, break one too. If she's faking anything, I'll find it. Claire grinned, pulling out her phone. I'll help. I've got friends in media, bloggers who love gossip. We'll start quiet, see what's out there. What about James? You gonna confront him? My heart twisted, his face flashing, his lies, his panic when Vanessa spoke. Not yet, I said, my voice cold. He's part of this, but Vanessa's the one who crashed my life, flaunted it. She's first. I'll deal with him after. Claire nodded, her voice soft. Smart. Keep him guessing, let him sweat. He's probably freaking out, wondering what you'll do. I thought of James. His texts last night, begging to talk, swearing it was a mistake. I hadn't answered, couldn't face him. Not yet. Vanessa's intrusion was the wound, her smirk the fuel. I imagined her posting today, acting untouchable. I'd wipe that smile off, and her dreams of the fame. I searched her name, finding articles, interviews, a podcast where she bragged about her authentic brand. Authentic? She was a liar, stealing my husband, crashing my vows. I found a comment on her post, buried, from a user. Fake vibes, check her sponsors. My heart raced. A lead, small, but real. Claire, look, I said, pointing. Someone's calling her out. If her brand's shaky, I can use it. Claire's eyes narrowed, her voice excited. That's it, Em. If she's scamming sponsors or faking her perfect life, you can expose her. You're good at this. Build a story, leak it, let it spread. I nodded, my fingers flying, drafting notes. I'd track her sponsors, her deals, any cracks in her image. My PR skills, crafting campaigns, managing crises, were my weapon now. I'd find her lies, spin them into a scandal, make her name toxic. I imagined her followers dropping, sponsors fleeing, her dreams crumbling. Claire's phone buzzed, a text from a friend. My blogger pal says Vanessa's been pitching to big brands, like Luxwear, for a deal. If you can mess that up, she's done. I smiled, my voice steady, the vow hardening. I'll mess it up. I'll find proof, something to show Luxwear she's a fraud. She wants fame. I'll give her infamy. Claire raised her, coffee, her voice proud. To vengeance, Em. She crashed your anniversary, but you'll crash her life. I clinked my mug, my heart steady, the pain still there but focused. I thought of the party, Vanessa's red dress, her cruel words. She'd humiliated me, but I wasn't the weak wife she thought. I thought of James, his lies, his betrayal. He'd face me, but Vanessa was first, her dreams my target. I saved my notes, my plan forming, dig, expose, destroy. The coffee shop hummed, but I was in my own world, a warrior, not a victim. My vow of vengeance was set, and I'd make sure Vanessa's dreams ended, just as she'd tried to end mine. The park was quiet, the morning mist clinging to the grass, the Seattle air cool against my face as I sat on a bench, my notebook open, scribbling plans to ruin Vanessa's influencer dreams. It had been 3 days since our anniversary party, since Vanessa crashed it, revealing her affair with James, my husband, and humiliating me. My vow of vengeance was firm. I'd expose her lies, tank her brand. But I needed more than social media clues. Today, an unexpected ally walked into my life, changing everything, giving me the edge I needed to end Vanessa's dreams. Claire sat beside me, her phone buzzing with texts from her media friends, her voice low. Emily, my blogger contact's digging, but Vanessa's slick. Her posts are clean. Sponsors love her. We need something solid, like proof she's faking her authentic vibe. I nodded, my heart heavy but focused, my pen circling a note about Luxwear, Vanessa's big sponsorship pitch. I found a lead, I said, my voice steady. A comment saying her follower counts boosted. Fake. If I can prove it, Luxwear might drop her. But I need access, data, something. Claire's eyes lit up, her voice excited. That's good, Em. If she's buying followers, it's fraud. We just need someone who knows her world, maybe an insider. Footsteps crunched behind us, and I turned, my breath catching. A woman approached, mid-30s. Her dark hair in a messy bun, her eyes sharp but nervous. Emily Carter, she said, her voice low, glancing around. I'm Rachel Hayes. I heard about your anniversary. What Vanessa did. I can help. I stared, my heart racing. Claire's hand on my arm, her voice cautious. Who are you? How do you know Vanessa? Rachel sat, her hands twisting, her voice soft but firm. I used to work with her, managing her social media, before she fired me. She's not what she seems, Emily. I know her secrets. Fake followers, paid reviews, even a scam with a travel brand. I want her stopped. Like you. My heart leaped, the spark of vengeance flaring, but I stayed calm, my voice steady. Why help me? What's in it for you? Rachel's eyes hardened, her voice bitter. Vanessa ruined me. She blamed me for a failed campaign, blackballed me in the industry. I've got nothing now, but I've got proof, screenshots, emails, data. I'll give it to you if you'll use it to take her down. Claire's eyes narrowed, her voice sharp. Proof? Like what? And why should we trust you? Rachel pulled a USB drive from her bag, her voice steady. This has everything. Her bot accounts, fake engagement stats, emails to sponsors lying about her reach. She's pitching Luxwear, right? This shows she's inflating numbers, scamming them. You're in PR, Emily. You know how to use this. I took the drive, my hands trembling, my mind racing. This was it, the weapon I needed. How'd you know about me? I said, my voice low, studying her face. Rachel's smile was faint, her voice soft. Your story's online, anonymized, but I recognized Vanessa's style. Crashing, flaunting. I've been watching her, waiting for a chance. You're it, Emily. We can end her. Claire leaned forward, her voice cautious but excited. Em, this is huge. If it's real, you've got her. Lux, Ware won't touch a fraud and her brand's toast. I nodded, my throat tight, the vow of vengeance now a plan. If this checks out, I'm in, I said, my voice firm. But I need to verify it, Rachel. No tricks. She nodded, her eyes steady. Check it. I'll meet you tomorrow. Give you more if you need it. Just don't let her win. We left the park, the USB drive heavy in my purse, Claire's voice buzzing. She's the break we needed. If this is legit, Vanessa's done. Her followers, her deals, gone. Back at Claire's apartment, where I'd been staying since the party, I plugged the drive in, my heart pounding. Files loaded, screenshots of bot purchases, emails to a shady agency, Vanessa boasting about fooling sponsors. One email to Luxwear lied about her reach, claiming millions when Rachel's data showed. Thousands were fake. My PR brain kicked in, seeing the story. Vanessa Blake, influencer fraud, exposed. "Claire, it's real," I said. My voice steady, tears of anger and hope mixing. "I can leak this, ruin her pitch, her brand. She'll lose everything." Claire hugged me, her voice proud. "You're gonna burn her down, Em? She crashed your life, but you're crashing hers." I nodded, my heart steady. The pain still there but focused. Vanessa thought she'd won, her bold intrusion a victory. Rachel, my unexpected ally, had changed that, giving me the tools to end her dreams. I'd verify the data, plan the leak, and strike. James's betrayal waited, but Vanessa's fall was first. The park bench, Rachel's drive, marked the start, and I was ready to make her pay. Claire's apartment was a hive of activity. The living room table covered with papers, laptops, and coffee mugs. The late afternoon light casting shadows across the floor. It had been a week since Rachel, my unexpected ally, gave me the USB drive proving Vanessa's influencer fraud. Fake followers, paid reviews, lies to sponsors like Luxwear. My vow of vengeance against Vanessa, James's mistress who crashed our anniversary party, was now a plan, and I was weaving the trap to end her dreams, using my PR skills to spin a scandal that would leave her brand in ruins. Claire typed furiously, her voice excited, her eyes on her laptop. "Emily, my blogger friend's ready to post the story. Anonymized, influencer caught in fraud scandal. We've got Rachel's screenshots, your draft, everything. This is gonna blow up." I nodded, my heart racing, my hands organizing files from the drive. "It's got to be perfect, Claire. One leak, timed right, to hit Luxwear before her pitch next week. If they see, she's a liar, her deal's dead, her followers will ditch her." Claire grinned, her voice fierce. "You're a genius, Em. She thought crashing your anniversary was bold. This is war." I smiled, my voice steady, the pain of Vanessa's intrusion. Her red dress, her photos with James, fueling me. I'd verified Rachel's data, cross-checking bot accounts, fake engagement stats, emails where Vanessa bragged about scamming sponsors. My PR campaign was simple but deadly. Leak the evidence to a trusted blogger. Let it spread. Tag Luxwear. Watch Vanessa's brand collapse. I'd stay in the shadows, my name out, letting the truth do the work. Rachel arrived, her face tense but determined, her voice low. "Emily, I got more," she said, handing me a new file. "Vanessa's meeting Luxwear tomorrow, not next week. She's pushing hard, lying about 1 million followers. This has her latest email doubling down on the fraud." My heart leaped, my voice firm. "Tomorrow?" "That's perfect. We move tonight then." "Claire, is the blogger ready?" Claire nodded, her voice sharp. "Ready. I've got the post drafted. Screenshots. No trace to you or Rachel. It'll hit at 8 p.m, prime time. I'll tag Luxwear's execs. Make sure they see it." I opened the file, my eyes scanning Vanessa's email, her lies bold. "My authentic reach, over 1 million, guarantees your brand's success." Authentic. She was a fraud, stealing my husband, crashing my life, thinking she'd win. I drafted a summary, sharp and damning, for the blogger, my PR instincts kicking in. "Influencer Vanessa Blake's empire is built on lies," I wrote. "Fake followers, paid reviews, scamming brands like Luxwear." I sent it to Claire, my hands steady, my vow alive. Rachel watched, her voice soft. "You're good at this, Emily. She ruined me, but you're gonna ruin her for both of us." I met her eyes, my voice steady. "For all of us. She thought I'd break, but she's the one falling." Claire's phone buzzed, a text from her blogger friend. "Posts set," she said, her voice excited. It's going live in 2 hours. Vanessa's pitch is tomorrow morning. By then, Lux Ware will know she's toxic. I nodded, my heart pounding, the trap woven tight. But a pang hit. James. I hadn't faced him since the party. His texts begging forgiveness, claiming Vanessa was a mistake. I'd ignored him, focusing on her. But his betrayal loomed, a deeper truth I'd tackle next. For now, Vanessa's dreams were my target. Her fame, my battlefield. We spent the next hour refining, Claire tweaking the post, Rachel adding details, a fake review Vanessa bought, a sponsor she'd ghosted. I checked Vanessa's social media. Her latest post, a selfie at a luxury hotel, captioned, "Big things coming, stay tuned." My anger flared. She was clueless, basking in her lies, while I wove the trap to end her. At 8, Claire hit send, the post live, the blogger's site buzzing. I watched, my breath held as comments poured in. Vanessa's a fraud. Luxware, drop her. Claire tagged the execs, the story spreading, X lighting up with shares. My heart soared, the trap springing, Vanessa's world cracking. Rachel hugged me, her voice shaky. You did it, Emily. She's done. Not yet, I said, my voice cold, my vow burning. Tomorrow, when Luxware dumps her, when her followers turn, then she's done. But I need to see it. Know it's real. Claire nodded, her voice proud. We'll watch, Em. She crashed your life, but you're crashing hers. And it's beautiful. I closed my laptop, my heart steady, the pain still there but focused. Vanessa's bold intrusion had sparked this, her smirk my fuel. The trap was set, the post live, the truth spreading. I imagined her tomorrow, her pitch failing, her dreams dust. James waited, his lies next. But Vanessa's fall was first. The coffee shop, Rachel's drive, Claire's faith. They'd woven this trap, and I was ready to see it snap shut, ending her dreams for good. The Luxware event was a glittering affair. The downtown venue packed with influencers, execs, and cameras, the air buzzing with excitement. I stood in the back, my black blazer sharp, my heart pounding but steady, Claire beside me. Her phone ready to record. It had been a day since we leaked Vanessa's fraud. Fake followers, paid reviews, lies to sponsors. Through a blogger, the post going viral, Luxware's execs tagged. Tonight was the final showdown, where I'd confront Vanessa, expose her in front of her world, and end her dreams, fulfilling my vow of vengeance for crashing my anniversary with her affair with James. Claire squeezed my arm, her voice low, fierce. Emily, the posts everywhere, X, blogs, even news sites. Luxware's CEO retweeted it, calling for transparency. Vanessa's pitch is toast, but this, facing her here, it's gonna be epic. I nodded, my voice steady, my eyes on the stage where Vanessa stood, her red dress bold, her smile strained, pitching her authentic brand to the crowd. She thinks she's still in control, I said, my voice cold. I'm ending that, tonight. Rachel had texted, confirming she'd slipped Luxware's team more evidence, emails, bot data, ensuring Vanessa's deal was dead. My PR skills had spun the story, the leak timed perfectly, but I needed to see her fall, to face her, let her know I'd won. James was absent, his texts silent since I'd ignored him, his betrayal waiting, but Vanessa, his mistress, was my target now. Her intrusion, the spark that lit this fire. The crowd clapped as Vanessa finished, her voice bright but shaky, her eyes darting to the execs, who whispered, their faces tight. I stepped forward, my heart racing, Claire filming, my voice clear, cutting through the applause. Vanessa Blake, I said loud, heads turning, cameras swiveling. You call that authentic? Your brand's a lie. Fake followers. Paid reviews. Scamming sponsors like Luxwear. The room hushed, Vanessa's face paling, her smile frozen. Who? Emily, she said, her voice trembling, recognizing me, her eyes wide. What are you doing here? I walked closer, my voice steady, fierce, the crowd murmuring. Phones up. I'm Emily Carter, the wife you humiliated, crashing my anniversary, flaunting your affair with my husband. You thought you'd win, Vanessa, but you're a fraud. I have proof. Bot accounts, fake stats, emails lying to Luxwear. You're done. Gasps rippled, the exec standing, one holding a tablet, likely the leaked post. Vanessa's voice rose, desperate, her hands shaking. That's not true. She's lying, jealous, trying to ruin me. I'm authentic. My brand's real. Real? I said, my voice cold, holding up a printed screenshot from Rachel's drive, the crowd leaning in. This email to Luxwear claims 1 million followers. Half are bots, bought cheap. You scammed them, Vanessa, like you scammed me, thinking you could steal my life. The CEO stepped forward, her voice sharp. Miss Blake, we've seen the evidence. Your pitch is terminated. Luxwear doesn't work with frauds. The crowd buzzed, cameras flashing, Vanessa's face crumpling, tears brimming. No, she shouted, her voice breaking, pointing at me. You're nobody, Emily. James loves me, not you. I'm the star. You're just pathetic. I smiled, my voice steady, cutting. Pathetic? I'm the one standing, Vanessa. Your followers are dropping. Your sponsors are gone. Your dreams are dust. You crashed my life, but I'm crashing yours. And you'll never forget it. The crowd erupted, some cheering, others filming. The execs escorting Vanessa off stage, her sobs echoing, her red dress a fading spark. Claire hugged me, her voice proud. Em, you did it. She's ruined. Her brand's dead. You're a queen. I nodded, tears falling, my heart soaring but heavy. The showdown was over. Vanessa's dreams ended, her empire of lies exposed. But James's betrayal loomed, a deeper truth waiting. I thought of the party, her intrusion, my broken vows. I'd faced her, won. But the fight wasn't done. The venue buzzed, the crowd's eyes on me, not her. And I felt it, a shift, a strength I hadn't known. Vanessa was down, but I was rising, ready for what came next. My vengeance, a fire that wouldn't fade. The small office I'd rented for my PR consulting was quiet, the evening light fading through the window. My desk cluttered with notes from Vanessa's downfall. It had been 2 days since the Luxwear event, since I exposed Vanessa's fraud in a public showdown, ending her influencer dreams. Her brand toxic, her followers gone. My vow of vengeance was fulfilled, but my heart was still heavy. James's betrayal, his year-long affair, unresolved. I'd avoided him, focusing on Vanessa, but tonight, with Claire and Rachel, a deeper betrayal was revealed, shifting my fight, showing me James was more than a cheater. Claire sat on the couch, her laptop open, her voice low. Emily, you're a legend online. Wife takes down. Mistress is trending. But James, he's been quiet. Too quiet. You need to face him. Figure out what's next. I nodded, my throat tight, my hands gripping a coffee mug. I know, I said, my voice steady but shaky. I thought Vanessa was the problem, but he's the one who lied. Let her. Crash our anniversary. I'm done hiding from him. Rachel, my ally, leaned forward, her face tense, her voice soft. There's more, Emily. I didn't want to pile on, but I found something, digging into Vanessa's files. It's not just her, it's James too. He's been lying bigger than you think. My heart stopped, my voice low, urgent. What do you mean? The affair, yeah, but what else? Rachel opened her laptop, pulling up a file, her voice steady but grim. James wasn't just cheating. He's been funneling money from his firm, through Vanessa's brand, into a private account. Look, emails, bank transfers, him telling her to keep it quiet till we're clear. He used her, M, to hide funds, probably to leave you with nothing. I stared at the screen, my breath catching, the emails damning. James to Vanessa. Move the 500K, say it's for a campaign. Emily won't know. My hand shook, tears burning, the deeper betrayal slicing through me. He was stealing, I said, my voice breaking. From his firm, from us. While I planned our vows, he was planning to run? Claire's face hardened, her voice fierce. He's a snake, Em. The affair was bad, but this. He used Vanessa's scam to cover his own, thinking he'd ditch you, live rich somewhere else. Rachel nodded, her voice soft. I saw it in her files. Vanessa didn't even know the full scope. James played her too, promising a new life. But he was setting her up to take the fall if it went south. My heart shattered, the pain raw, deeper than Vanessa's intrusion. I thought of James's smile, his vows, his hand in mine at the party. All lies, not just love, but money, trust, everything. I thought of our home, our dreams, the kids we'd planned. He'd been stealing, scheming, while I loved him, blind to the monster he'd become. What do I do? I said, my voice shaky, tears falling, but anger rising. He's not just a cheater. He's a criminal. I can't let him get away with this. Claire grabbed my hand, her voice steady. You don't. You've got the evidence, leak it. Like with Vanessa, but bigger. His firm, the feds, the press. You ended her dreams. Now end his. Rachel slid the file to me, her voice firm. Take it to a lawyer, someone who handles fraud. I know a guy, pro bono, hates guys like James. He'll help you nail him. Legally, publicly. I nodded, my heart pounding, the pain fueling a new vow. Not just vengeance, but justice. Vanessa was down, but James was the root, his deeper betrayal a fire in my chest. I imagined him, thinking he'd escaped, while I held the truth. I'd expose him, ruin him, not just for me, but for every lie he'd told. Claire's phone buzzed, a news alert. Vanessa's brand officially dropped by all sponsors, her posts deleted. She's gone, Claire said, her voice proud. Now it's his turn, Em. You're not just fighting for you. You're fighting for every woman he's hurt. I smiled, my voice steady, the tears drying. I'll do it, I said, my heart set. I'll find the lawyer, leak the truth, watch him fall. He thought he could break me, but I'm breaking him. The office was small, but it was mine, a start, a seed of something bigger. I thought of Vanessa's fall, my triumph, but James's betrayal was deeper, his lies darker. The truth was unveiled, and I was ready to use it, to end his dreams, his freedom. Claire and Rachel nodded, my allies, my strength. The fight was on, and I was no longer the wife he'd betrayed. I was a warrior, ready to rise. The new office was bright, floor-to-ceiling windows showcasing Seattle's skyline. My desk adorned with a sign, Carter Consulting, PR and Empowerment. I stood by the window, my navy suit sharp, my heart full. Lily's drawing framed on the wall, a bright sun, her gift to me. It had been 3 months since I exposed James's fraud. His embezzlement from his firm through Vanessa's fake brand, landing him in jail, his life in ruins. Vanessa's dreams were dust. Her influencer career dead after my showdown. But I'd risen, not just surviving, but thriving, the queen of my own destiny. My empire built from ashes. Claire burst in, her arms full of champagne, her voice proud. Emily, your launch party's tonight. Carter Consulting's booked solid. 10 clients, big brands, and Rise Up is a hit. She set the bottles down, pulling up her phone. Your podcast's trending, Em. Wife Who Fought Back is #1. You're a queen, and the world knows it. I smiled, tears pricking my eyes, my voice steady. We did this, Claire. You, Rachel, me. From that night, Vanessa's crash, to this? It's everything. She hugged me, her voice soft. You did this. You took down a mistress, a cheater, and built an empire. I'm just a cheerleader. I laughed, my heart light, thinking of the journey. Vanessa's intrusion, James's lies, the deeper betrayal of his fraud. I'd face them, expose them, with Rachel's evidence, Claire's faith, my PR skills. James's trial ended last month, 5 years for embezzlement, his firm bankrupt, his name a scandal. Vanessa had vanished, her social media gone, her dreams ended by my trap. But I hadn't just won. I'd risen, rebuilt, created. Rachel arrived, her face bright, her voice warm. Emily, the office is gorgeous. And your Rise Up event tonight? Sold out, women coming from everywhere to hear you speak. I nodded, my throat tight, my voice steady. It's for them, I said, gesturing to a poster for Rise Up, my platform, podcast, blog, workshops, helping women heal from betrayal. Vanessa, James, they tried to break me. Now I'm lifting others, like you lifted me. Rachel hugged me, her voice shaky. You saved me too, Em. Taking down Vanessa gave me my life back. You're a queen, ruling your destiny. The launch party was electric, the venue packed, women cheering as I took the stage, my voice clear, strong. I'm Emily Carter, I said, the crowd roaring. A year ago, my husband's mistress crashed our anniversary. His lies broke my heart, but I didn't break. I ended her dreams, exposed his fraud, and built this. Carter, Consulting, Rise Up, a place for us to heal, to rise, to be queens of our own destiny. The crowd stood, clapping, some crying, their stories echoing mine. I told it all. Vanessa's red dress, James's betrayal, Rachel's drive, the Luxwear showdown, the fraud unveiled. We're not victims, I said, my voice fierce. We're warriors, building empires from pain. Join me, rise up, rule your destiny. A woman approached after, her voice shaky. Emily, your podcast saved me. I left my cheetah, started a shop, because of you. I hugged her, tears falling, my heart full. This was my crown, not just revenge, but purpose. At dinner, Claire, Rachel, and my mom toasted me. Their voices warm. Mom squeezed my hand, her eyes wet. You're my hero, Emily. You rose, made us proud. I smiled, my voice soft. For you, for me, for every woman they tried to break. Lily ran in, her dress bright, her voice happy. Mommy, is this your castle? I laughed, lifting her, my heart whole. It's our kingdom, sweetie, I said, kissing her cheek. Our apartment, small but ours, waited, a home James couldn't touch. I checked my phone, a new client, a TV offer for Rise Up, messages from women inspired by my story. James was gone, Vanessa erased, their betrayal a scar, but not my story. I opened my laptop, drafting a new post. They tried to end me, I wrote, but I ended their dreams. Rose as queen of my destiny. Rise with me. Build your kingdom. I hit publish, the likes pouring in, each a light in my empire. Lily tugged my hand, her voice sleepy. Sing, Mommy. I sang her lullaby, her eyes closing, her trust my anchor. I was Emily Carter, queen of my own destiny, my empire shining, ready for whatever came next.